welcome everybody to, I forgot what this is called. I think it's Hands of Lixokuka. It is our first time playing Shadow the Demon Lord. So if you are watching this on YouTube or here now and you're like, excuse me, that is not how it's like, well, shut your trap, but please share nicely. Because we're here to learn. We have the basic of, the most basic of understanding of this game. In short, I watched a YouTube video and did a quick scan, and I was like, cool. And then I read 3 more other rule books. So it's all that.
Actually, I think you want to roll for no.
All right, I'm gonna kill Knight's character first, so that way we can just have a clockwork party.
And then it comes back as a clockwork, and then we're a clockwork group. Let's go. Machine's taking over.
And then I'll rename it Clocks of Lixokuka. Lixokuka. But yes, for people who also don't know, this also is taking place in a completely created world that I made. They are on a small island that is actually near where, actually it's nowhere near where Sky Pirates took place, but if you guys are familiar with Ravenscales or the short Grintax Academy games that were in Atris, and actually all of the charity games and one-offs that we had, which or mini sessions, all take place in Atris, East and West Atris, and so Lixokuka is just slightly north of it. I don't actually have the map of Mirkin in put in the game, but maybe I'll do that next time. It'll probably be pretty easy to grab, but it's a little bit of pain in the butt to get to the right dimensions, so I'm not going to stress about it. So yeah, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a little bit of an intro, as I mentioned to our players here, and then once we kind of get to introducing their character, they can introduce themselves, and like if they want to do a little plug or a big plug or a medium plug, I'll leave that up to them, or no plug. I don't know, or a 5th option that I don't know about, like
Plug-o-rama.
Getting 2nd place in the Super Bowl. I realize we're no longer near the Super Bowl. I guess
that makes it easier to get 2nd place in it.
Yeah, so a little
if
bit
nobody else is playing.
A little bit of context.
The doggy bowl.
A little bit of context for what I just said is that I was at a Super Bowl party. I live in the Philadelphia area, and Super Bowl ended, and like literally a second after the game ended, me not watching any of the I watched the Super Bowl, none of the actual games. I yelled joyfully over the din of sadness, congrats on 2nd place, and there was a different kind of sadness and emotion in the air.
Oh, that is amazing. And it's so you.
I don't understand why they were mad. Like in TFT, if you get 4th or higher, you still get points and rank up. Like, I didn't see what the big deal was. But anyway. And then they all had to roll sanity.
Oh, with disadvantage because it's with you.
Yep. So anyway, yeah, they're gonna take place in here, but we're gonna introduce our characters. As I did mention to all of them that they don't start on Lixokuka, which will be clear of reasons why as we begin to move forward with this. But you guys are on a boat. You guys are pretty much from East Atris. You're pretty much going from a small port town. I know there's a port town up there that I'm completely blanking on. I'm gonna see if I can find the file real quick. It's literally like Cuddle something.
Cuddle Gulch.
Let's see. To maps. Wrong thing. Go to the Mirkin thing. Go to world maps and then Puddleskip. It's a small port town that is kind of in between Rosenbloom and the Grintax Academy, and it's pretty much where a lot of people will land to get boats to go to the academy, but also it will go around the coast of East Atris to go all the way down to, just close that as I need to open up the map again. Remember the name of the other location that, there's a lot of locations that I don't remember that's in this big dumb world. It's like Lake Zenith, but I think it's like Port Hull or something. There's like another port town underneath there, and it goes pretty much around the whole border. But to take this trip to go down, and Lake Zenith is pretty much this huge resort, kind of lake resort town that a lot of people will go down to pretty much relax and everything. And that's what you guys are doing. You're on this on this boat called the. Oh shoot! I didn't remember the name, and that's the official name.
A hell of a name.
I know, it's the Oh shoot.
Is that French?
A little bit.
Awesome.
But yeah, so.
Ashute.
Shoot. Oh wow, that didn't sound like shoot. But anyway. But yeah, we have well, now I have a theme. So Captain Pierre, he is pretty much this a dogkin. Like, he's pretty much, I don't think that's an actual race in Shadow of the Demon Lord, but that's what happens when you have a whole world that is a collaboration of multiple different games and have multiple different races. So there's a dogkin he looks like he's like an English bulldog, but it's like the English bulldog that has like the really big bags and like is like half drooling, just like oh no, wait a second, he's not an English bulldog, he's French. He's a French bulldog, so he's got the perky ears and everything, and he's just like, and he's on the deck of the ship, and he's just like, oh, you crewmen and passengers, you just keep all arms and legs and appendages inside the boat. We are going near the most dangerous part of our journey, and once we get through there, it will be pretty safe, you know? We are traveling near Lixokuka, pretty much very dangerous. And yes, we don't want to ruffle any feathers or get the attention, because well, there's a reason we're called the Oshit. So as he says that, like, you and like his whole all his sailors are like either gnomes, halflings, or dogmen, and it's just they're like rhubarb, and just they're like as they go and talk about that. But like, we have a few passengers that are on here, and let's introduce them as I'm gonna roll a die here. I'm gonna roll a 1d6 in game, and that's who we're gonna go with introducing themselves. So I'm just going to, at least how it looks like on stream. So 1, 2 is Knight, 3, 4 is X, 5, 6 is Hal. 2.
Ah, that is me. Hello, I am Knight. I play Shade, who is a changeling, and you see currently a young dwarf with very short very dark blue hair, very androgynous. Can't really tell a whole lot about him, and just cruising along, chilling, looking out trying to see what we can see of this mysterious island that this captain seems so concerned about.
Right. Well, we'll roll it again. We'll do okay, I was counting numbers real quick, and I could split Hal's numbers really easily, or letters really easily. So Hal, if we get an even, we'll introduce your character. Odds will be X. That's a D8. It still fits. We rolled a 4.
Wait a minute. I've been bamboozled. Do you want me to go through my whole character?
Yeah, sure. As much as you want. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you said that you wrote something a little bit close to the more of the world.
Yeah, I literally wrote an introduction to my character.
Well, then share that intro, man.
All right. Clank and Gizmo, Clank for short, was sort of an accident. Made from the mind of a genius, he was destined to be a machine used to clean the home while his master trained as an apprentice named Hugh. High hopes were for this apprentice to take over his master's work, maybe even becoming more powerful than once imagined, maybe more powerful than the master himself. This all ended when, in the dead of night, a group of robbers barged into the home, demanding items of magical properties. Fighting off the robbers, they watched as the last body hit the floor, the one of Hugh himself. As Clank swept the hallway, he heard his master scream in agony, wondering why he was not the dead and Hugh was instead. An idea struck, and before long, Clank was hooked up to some weird devices and strange words were being muttered around him. Before long, Clank felt different, like someone had come into the room and joined the party. Master began to yell at Clank, yelling Hugh's name. And to his surprise, Clank responded. But it wasn't him that responded. It was his voice, his mechanical body, but something had taken control. Hugh now lived in the body, pulled from the reaches of the underworld, once again at his master's side. Clank felt the fear inside though, Hugh not understanding what has happened or where he is. This fear led Hugh to burst out wildly, bashing his master and destroying the lab. When the fire in his back, Clank, now must find a new path in life, fearing if his master is truly dead or not.
Dun dun dun.
So that's Clank. I'm playing Clanking Gizmo. He is a clockwork that has been obviously infested with the body of the apprentice, or the soul of the apprentice that his master once created. And the big reason that Clanking Gizmo is his name is because when he would sweep the wrong hallway or do something, he'd be like, "Oh, that freaking Clanking Gizmo! I should just get rid of him." So he adopted the name of his master, what he used to yell when he cursed at him.
Yeah, and he's going on this cruise to go on vacation because, well, I don't know, potentially murdering everybody you have a love-hate relationship with. Who doesn't deserve a vacation after that?
Right?
It's a getaway trip. In more than one sense of the word.
All right, X, I'm going to roll a die, and we'll see if we actually learn about your character.
Hey, sounds good.
Look at that. 1.
Not 1.
Oh, come on, I want to re-roll.
Okay. 6 on a D100.
There you go. All right, now it's my turn. So, many, many ages ago, there was a very powerful warlock. I mean, we're talking Eldritch Blast up the yin-yang. This guy was the warlock. You got it? All right. Well, long story short, he died. And the moment he died, he suddenly woke up and found himself bound to a mechanical suit. A body of armor, if you will. A mech. In fact, that's kind of what they were calling him. Mech. This guy he's very old. He was a very old warlock. This mech is very, very technologically advanced for this ancient being. He's not very happy about it. He doesn't speak any of the languages, doesn't know any of the controls, doesn't know how to work this thing, and to boot, it's a very manual, labor-intensive suit of armor. Or not suit of armor, but clockwork. He does not know how to control it. He's still learning how to control it. He was programmed to be a mate on a ship, like a merchant ship kind of thing. And then one day he slipped on the deck because he doesn't know how to walk in this thing yet. Fell into the ocean, sank right to the bottom, as clockworks do. Took him 2 years to walk to shore. Because his key would, because you got to crank the clockwork, and his key would run out. And thankfully, it was in a popular diving spot, and divers would occasionally see this inanimate object down there and go turn the key to go see what it would do. And then he'd go a little farther and it would run out. But it gave him time to learn at least how to walk, at least, underwater. But, so yeah. He will complain a lot about this newfangled technology. In fact, he's pretty certain that people have stopped turning the crank just so they can have some peace and quiet.
The thing that I think some people wish they could do Twitch streamers. But but anyway, yeah. So, you guys don't have to roll for this. You can tell that from the crew, things are very tense. Like there's like some people, there's other people that are heading down there, but they're mainly staying like in the belly of the ship. But yeah, you guys can see like these like dogkin kind of shuffling back and forth, like a little whimper. You can see kind of like these gnomes and halflings just like the grim expressions and like uncertainty as the captain, I already forgot the name I gave him. Pierre, thank you. But yeah, it goes up and starts piloting the ship and making sure that he's reading the currents correctly. So, if you guys want to find out more information about Lixokuka, you guys, I'll let you do either intellect checks, or you can talk to one of the crewmen to see if there's anything that you can learn. So whatever you guys wish to do.
So, have we like kind of met each other as forming a party, or are we kind of sort of independent at this point?
We'll say that like because the boat is kind of like hostile set up, like where like they just have a whole bunch of people in different rooms, and it's like it's not like the real nice cruise ships that or nice ships that like have separate rooms. So you guys, like all three of you, are sharing like one of the rooms, and that's how you guys we'll say that's how you guys know each other from there.
Wait, do we cuddle?
It's up to you. You want to roll to cuddle? I guess
Yes.
it'd be an agility roll. Or a will.
I've got 13.
Let's see, how do those rolls work again?
If you look at your little pentagram, it has the little modifier next to it.
Yeah, I think it's a roll above. Well, let's see, it'd be roll below, wouldn't it? No, because
Rolling dice. To determine the outcome, make a tactical challenge roll whenever you roll dice. Note the number that you rolled, add the modifier.
the target is always 10.
Yeah. The final total equal or greater than yeah, so you want to roll greater than the number.
Let's see. So I need to roll above the 15 to escape Blank's cuddling.
Hold on, that doesn't make sense.
I think it's so the roll would be whatever you roll plus the modifiers above 10 for success.
Yeah, let's see. I'll keep doing a quick read of it. The target number, the attack rolls, that's for attacking. Challenge rolls.
Leave it to me to always cause a problem. Right
Yeah.
away.
Okay. Challenge rolls. Yeah. Challenge rolls is always a 10.
Can't believe you'd cause so much problem immediately.
Always.
Did you play Sky Pirates with it? Actually, Sky Pirates was a collaboration of chaos. So,
Excuse me, I smashed in Sky Pirates. Thank you.
I didn't say it
That
was
is such a
bad
great
chaos.
description. That is such a great description. The collaboration of chaos.
Yep.
It's-
So are we gonna cuddle or what? What's going on here?
Yeah. Roll. Okay, figure out what to roll
I'm waiting
for.
for my cuddle buddy to roll.
Apparently,
Yeah.
we're cuddling.
Yeah,
we
we're
both have to
cuddling.
succeed on agility.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
I
cuddling.
missed my agility roll.
Get the blankets. We're cuddling.
And that's how the party was formed.
I get the top.
I rolled a 5 on my agility.
Yep.
On my agility roll.
Let's go.
And now we know what the hands of Lixokuka are.
Got the robot in one, the little dwarf in the other. I'm a happy man.
as Shade is like stuck between two like hard metal bodies that are just siphoning like his body heat away from him as he's just being crushed by these two creatures that maybe don't realize how strong they are.
to be a technicality, he's probably freezing because we're both metal.
Yep.
So there's no body warmth. We're just like squeezing them.
I mean, the changelings are basically just a bunch of mud smashed together and imbued with fairy magic to become changelings to basically to take the place of something the fairies kidnapped.
So we're all cold-hearted herd.
No one played a human.
Humans are overrated.
It's Shade is humanoid. His primary form, his natural form, is the dwarf-like form.
So now,
Although,
go ahead.
Also, point of something that I need to know for my character is what metal are your characters made out of?
I'm bronze.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
That is a good point.
There is a specific metal I need to know if I need to be concerned about or not.
Let me get back to you. I'm not sure Kurt has figured that out yet.
Let's say it's the one that Knight doesn't want to touch.
I mean,
You're iron. You're pure iron.
Shade does
You're
have an
completely
easy. Shade does have an easy way of finding out if that's the case or not, but.
Well, while I'm looking it
doesn't-
up, you can find out, or you can try.
Well, it's a matter of whether Shade wants to expose how his true nature or not yet.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So, I realized I put in a token for one of you guys as a joke, and then I'm like, I might have to change that. We'll see. But anyway,
I'm gonna, after our cuddle session, which we are completely okay with.
The cuddle session happened like the night before, before you guys have been on the boat for like a couple days. So it's like there's been a couple cuddle sessions, and that's how you guys are now close friends.
I'm going to hop up and
Very
start,
close.
talking to one of the dog crew.
And you're just like, hello there. And this one is like, he's like, you guys ever seen the Shaggy DA, like the old movie where this is the second time I'm bringing up the Shaggy DA in 2 different games, except one won't be heard until like spring. But it's it's one of those giant sheepdogs, like in like leather armor, and his hair's like covering over his eyes. You're not really sure if he's looking at you, but he's just like, hello there, how can I help you?
Well, you are fantastically wonderful. I was wondering if you, do I talk to you, or were we going somewhere?
Yes, you are going down to, whatever the name of the fort is at the bottom. Unless you're getting off earlier, but, yes.
Oh. Well, you must excuse me, because I am not used to seeing dogs standing up like this. Do I pet you, or what?
I do not know why this is a common question that comes up when there's dogkin in the campaign. This, I think, one for one. Every time I have a dog NPC, someone is like, "Who can we pet him?"
Do I pet you like a good boy, or do we? Do you accept as payment, or?
Roll for agility.
I am going to roll a D100, high or low.
High.
One short. I would prefer not to be a pet, because last time I was pet, I got the fleas. But Frederick over there, he he likes, I guess, the pets.
Oh, then I will talk to Frederick. Thank you.
No problem. As he just goes back to like lifting up like 30 barrels at once.
Oh, will you do me a favor?
Maybe.
I have a little thing in the back that I need to be twisted. Could you possibly twist it for me? I am running low.
Okay. And he's like, puts down his 30 barrels that he picked up, and he's like, okay. And he's
my crank is on my left butt cheek, by the way.
He's like, you just see him, he's just like, he's
is.
looking, and you say that, and he's just pulls the hair out of his eyes. It's just like, the eyes are just like there's big bug eyes, just like looking around, is like, oh, okay, there we go. And
Yeah,
just
do not be shy. It doesn't tickle that much.
Okay. I'm gonna do a strength roll, just see how he doesn't really have any stats. I just want to see 5. Okay, yeah, he's a little weirded out, but it takes some time, and so it's just like awkwardly, just like like what someone rolling a jack in a box, like but it's like, I do not know if your butt is going to pop. I do not want this. And so
Thank
like,
you so much.
yeah, like
It
after
was
5
wonderful.
minutes, you're fully gone, ready.
That was wonderful. I could use a cigarette right now.
It was an experience. I'm gonna go back to my job now.
Thank you so much. See, I can talk normal now. Thank you. I was getting low. So, where's Frederick? Who wants good boy pets?
Frederick is over by the mast.
Okay, I'll go over there. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yeah, you go there, and Frederick, he's like, this short, like, Pomeranian dogkin. He's like, hey, what do you want? What do you want? What do you do?
Hey, the shaggy one said that first, well, I wanted to know a little information about the boat, but the second one was he said you love pets, so I figured we could do each other a favor. I pet, you talk.
Okay, pet.
Okay.
And
So I just started petting him.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, what do you want to know?
About where we're going, just what's going on with the boat, kind of like, the general area.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right now, passing Lixokuka. No one wants to stop there. Big war island. Pretty much anyone that gets on there never comes out, Weird rumors. We're stopping at Rosenbloom, doing a little drop-off, normal stuff. We got some weirdos that we got to drop off there, but besides that, we're all good. Any other questions, or?
No. I think you're enjoying this pet very much, so I'm gonna pet you a little more, and then we're gonna go back and talk to my people.
Yeah, and if there's any other questions you want to ask him, or so you keep petting him. If there's anyone that Shade or I will remember the name as I click this mech wants to talk to, or just do a straight intellect roll, you guys can do that.
Mech.
So Shade's gonna go up towards the front of the boat and see who's hanging out there that might be interested in talking, and maybe being distracted a little bit while other things happen.
So up there is a gnome, a child of a man. It's a gnome that is he looks very young, but he's just like, oh, hey, what you doing there?
Yeah. So hey, what's your name?
My name? I go by many names. So right now, you'll call me Bo.
So hey, Bo.
Bo
what do you know
Jackson.
about this? What do you know about this Lixokuka place?
It ain't good, man. No one wants to go there. For good reason. Have you heard the rumors?
I have not heard the rumors. Maybe you could share.
Okay. So, in short, from what we can tell there, of the very few people, it's super rare that anyone gets off that island. It's kind of split up into 5 territories. In short, the one that we have the most trouble with is Colony Itisdpayne. It's all split up between some warring just orcs and goblins. It ain't good stuff. As you get up farther north, there's rumors of demons and just the dead walking around, some weird swamp thing. But pretty much it's this whole big no man's zone in the middle called the pit. Yeah, says someone is Payne. I don't know if I have the camera in the right spot to show it on the stream. But yeah, it's pretty much used to be a pretty good land. Like that land used to have a lot of life, a lot of greenery, and then for some reason everyone started fighting each other. So in short, if you get on there, you better hope you can either take control or find either some way out. But the rumors of that place ain't great.
So, you said that some people do make it out. Do they tell you anything about cool stuff that they might find there?
The cool stuff they find there, from what I've been able to understand, is the life's getting off of that island. And it's like it ain't like a good vacation spot, you know? It's not some people, you go there, it's normally against your will.
Ooh, so people get sent there?
Or stranded there, or captured. I don't know, man. I don't even want to jinx us, you know? I just want to go to Rosenblum, drop off the stuff, so that way I can get paid, and maybe later I can get a lady and say, sup, want to play checkers, and then forget that we ever went past this island.
So, what sort of stuff are you dropping down at Rosenblum?
Drugs. I mean, you don't need to know. We'll give him potatoes.
Ah, drugged potatoes. Got it.
No, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that from me.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I will stab
potatoes.
you.
Got
I
it.
will stab you in the night if you go spreading false rumors. I'm a very peaceful person.
I will only spread true rumors of amazing potatoes.
That's what I thought.
So, yeah, you want to cut me in a little bit of a deal on those?
No.
I can't buy a couple of potatoes off you, maybe?
Okay, you're gonna buy something? Okay.
You know, I might be interested.
Okay. This is also where the DM or GM, whoever the name of the person was, doesn't know how the economy works. Let's scroll up.
Bits.
Yeah, bits. This is why I like Call Cthulhu and Delta Green. You just have like a credit check, and it's like, okay, yeah, that's in your credit check. Is there even money in this?
I got pocket
There
money.
is. There is. I got a little tiny bit of money.
Like trying to see
I
where.
don't know how much it.
I got 11 CP. I assume that's copper, but
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Oh, that's way more than I have. Here, I thought I had an okay amount, but no, I apparently am broke.
That's what I rolled. I rolled the table, and that's what I got.
That's what I was saying. That's what I had.
Um.
So, yeah, maybe you could show me what you got, and we can see if we can come to an agreement.
I don't know about this. Since the god of this realm doesn't know how money works, just like in his own dimension. That was bad. How about this? I'm gonna make up my own credit check, and we're just gonna see if he's gonna make a deal with you. So, high or low? I'm gonna roll a D100.
Low.
Yeah, no, man.
Ooh.
I can smell the pour on you. You ain't getting my potatoes. You go back there.
Maybe should I maybe send a friend or two over see if they can check out your potatoes and.
If they are
Buy
connected
some?
with you, I am making sure I say no. Because you've
Well,
failed
your
the
loss.
role. No, I can smell your insufficient funds.
Your loss. Well, thanks for the information on Lixokuka anyway.
Yeah. And he like turns
Yeah.
and starts looking back out at the ocean, just like.
And Shade wanders back towards the cabin for a little bit.
Aye. Hey, Mech.
And that's probably where he'll find Mech, because Mech doesn't go out on deck at all, if he can help it. Wobbly sea legs and all. He spends most of his time in the room kind of... you hear him making chanting sounds and motions with his hands, but nothing happens. And then he just gets frustrated, crosses his arms, and sits down, grumbles.
Bad experiences
inaudibly.
with some bad experiences wandering underwater.
It's not that. It's like I said, he doesn't know how this mech works. He's used to how things used to be when he was a warlock, and raining death and destruction across the countryside. He can't, and he doesn't know why.
He can still do that. He'll just need some WD-40 before he does it.
He doesn't know that.
I found the money, and I thought Hal was joking when he said bits.
No, no, it really was bits.
As I
Surprise! I only joke half the time.
Yeah, so 10 bits equal 1 copper penny, 10 copper pennies equal 1 silver shilling, and 10 silver shillings equal 1 gold crown.
Yep.
5,000
That's over all them bits.
Yeah, so you're just staying in the room.
Yeah, he's just trying to learn how to cast Mage Hand.
Or the equivalent of the system.
whatever that might be, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna actually fast forward a little bit to tonight, as pretty much the as night becomes is brought over the land, and like the pretty much Captain Pierre is just like, everybody go under deck. I do not want anyone out. There's storm on the way. Also, we must make sure we cloak our lanterns to make sure we do not draw the attention of Lixokuka. They will chase us down if they want to. And just as he warns, it's like within like 20 to 30 minutes, it is like the worst storm that you guys have ever been a part. I'm pretty sure Mech is like having flashbacks of going overboard because the ship is like just being like tossed back and forth like a beach ball like on vacation, as it's just being thrown around in the sea and everything. And like you it's like dark and everything, and you guys have a little bit of padding, as like you're probably one of the only groups that are still cuddling as you bounce around your room. But then like you guys hear the sickening crack and like all these shouts and like just screams and war, and like your door kicks open as you see this like shadowy creature within the doorway, and he's like, what the and this like other like kinda smaller wiry person is like, we don't need this, and like comes in and just like knocks all three of you guys out before you can like untangle yourself, and you guys are unconscious.
We can't go unconscious.
They put a blind. They throw you in a big old sack. They knock out your vision
they
sensors.
untwisted the key.
They uncrank us.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like between all the rattling and all this other stuff, they like unpower you guys, but like leave the keys in wherever they gotta be. They don't take away the keys.
Don't take my butt key.
So, yeah, this for an unsure amount of time, like you guys, at least Shade doesn't know. We're actually going to, go to the map here. Boom.
Ooh, determining scales.
Yes.
Ooh.
It's the closest I could get to everything.
Why am I wood?
Because I didn't realize you were bronze when I chose your character, and I thought it would be funny. And then when I realized that mech was part of the sea and I found a rusted golem. So.
And he's 6 foot tall and 300 pounds. That is perfect.
Oh man, I did not read that part of it, but
I didn't put it in there.
oh sweet.
That's what I wrote down because that's what I rolled.
Hal, if you want a different.
No, that represents me perfectly.
It's like it's a textured
I'm a happy
bronze.
box.
It's a textured bronze.
I'm a happy box. It's okay.
Yes. So, that's why I was saying like one of these guys I feel like is a joke, but so anyway, Shade, you wake up first as you guys are you realize you are not on the ship anymore. You're in the stone room. There's blood on the floor. There's definitely like these other people that have been in here that look dirty and dejected, and I realize I forgot to put another character in here as I kind of talk, but
I see the source of Slippy Shoes.
you don't.
Slippy shoes. No, never slippy shoes.
The joke that will never end now.
Right.
This is
That's right. For your low donation of $2,000
the
to
closest I got.
Payne's charity of choice, we can have Slippy Shoes.
Yeah. So, you see that Captain Pierre is in here, still passed out. And you see your two cuddle buddies unpowered. They're just thrown in here as well.
So I'm going to assume that Shade has sufficient knowledge to know how to rewind
Yes.
the.
In your
Rewind them at
multiple
this point,
cuddle
so-
sessions, you have.
So Shade's going to look around and figure that well, it's probably a good idea to wind them up. So we'll start with Clank and get Clank wound up, and then wind up Mac, even though he seems to be a sourpuss, but better woke up than not.
Wow. Where are we?
I don't know. We seem to be in a stone room. You know as much as I do.
Did anyone cuddle Mech? He seems a little scared.
I'm getting him wound up.
Okay.
Wake up, Mac.
Mac, where is your... is yours in the small of your back, or is it like, you said you're super tall, is it like it's super high so Shay doesn't jump up there?
He's only 6 feet tall. He's not super tall.
Depends on your height. Oh.
Hmm?
I didn't hear where X said his crank is.
Where was that? Where'd I put that? Base of the skull. What you can discern is the skull.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm assuming that you're just kind of laying on the floor at the moment.
Yeah,
'cause
well, you can reach it.
I could reach it.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna climb up the back of this monster and.
That's why he went for Gizmo first, because his is on his butt cheek and is almost at eye level. I don't actually know how tall Shade is.
I mean, right now it's in the form of a small dwarf, so.
Yeah. Knight likes his small characters.
In this particular case, I like a very flexible character.
But yeah, so yeah, Mac and Gizmo, as you or Clank, as you guys activate and are look around the room, you see Pierre on the floor, as long as these kind of dejected kind of other people shivering in the room.
So, how long has everybody else been in this room? As I look at Pierre and see if I can wake him up.
Yeah, he's kind of still passed out, and this old man's like, "Oh, we can't talk. We're in trouble if they hear us talking."
Trouble from who?
1 second as I look at the note that I read to make sure I know everything on this stupid island. Ilgor's people. Were you on a boat?
Yeah, so, I'm guessing we're somewhere on Lixokuka now.
Oh, yes. Oh, it sucks to be you, because you didn't... Well, I didn't know we were coming. Neither did Jimmy down here. He's mute. This one right here. Yeah, I'm mute. I mean... yes,
So, how long have you been here?
Oh... 2 hours? No. It's not time for jokes. It's all I have to make me feel a little bit better about the situations. We've been here for a month. 2 months, maybe. We were just simple fishermen, and we were pulled out by the current before we could even really go and adjust ourselves. And next thing we know, just a boat full of goblins came and were taking us. And then we are thrown here in the deepest dungeon.
You have any idea what part of the island we're in?
We were near the south, and I'm assuming the south. If, as you know, the rumors, it definitely wasn't demons. It definitely wasn't the dead. It definitely wasn't whatever is up north.
So we're with the orcs and goblins, yeah?
It would be what it would seem correct. That's at least who has thrown you guys in here. They only take us out every once in a while, but to do the minings and the repairs on their fort. But we're blindfolded, and it's a very confusing path.
Have you tried opening the door?
Oh, I am old and weak, and not and only an NPC. Yeah, but you can go up to the door, and it's like a thick metal door that you can look out, and I realize I didn't put a door here, so I'll just.
Yeah, I was figuring that was part of the door was.
Just kind of right there, just where the door is, and then
I can see out it.
Yeah.
If the keys
What's the door
from the
made out
clock,
of?
if the winding keys for the clockworks are taken out, does that stop them from working at all?
No, we get our whole charge until it gets done.
Cool.
Knight wants to die and come back as a clockwork now.
No, Shade is pondering ideas on how they might.
The key is incredibly difficult to take out too. As I was reading,
it's just lodged in there.
It's literally almost melded inside you.
My thought is potentially the key might be usable as a lockpick of sorts to.
Don't think of it as a
break
key.
Out of this place.
Don't think of it as a key. Think of it as a giant toy crank.
Yeah, but it still have the potential of being small enough to fit in the lock and jiggle it around and stuff.
On a 6 foot on a 6 foot toy, how big do you think the crank would be?
I don't know. It depends on.
Huge, exactly.
Still be very small.
Hey, size isn't everything. It matters how you use it.
My crank's a toy boat.
And that's how I. Yeah. So you peek out there, and this is this door is pretty much a half a foot thick of just steel, and this. It looks kind of made out of forgetting what the bows of ships whatever the spine of the ship, it's ripped off of that I don't even know if I'm saying the right name, but You guys know what I'm talking about? That like the part of the ship that you say
like
the right term?
keel, that would be
The bow.
probably keel would be the more, I think, is what you're looking for.
Here, I will draw what I'm thinking of. So it's just like it's the part
Give us an image. Give us an image.
that the part of the boat where it's just like, and then you got the boards here, but it's like that bottom board that bends.
Yeah,
around.
Transom?
that's generally going to be the keel.
Or the key. Well, yeah.
Transom's the high part.
Oh, right.
Oh, the door disappeared.
Oh,
Boat
good.
talk. Boat talk makes me hot.
Good. The door's gone. We're out.
No.
Actually, I don't think you could touch the door.
Are you saying I'm too short for it?
No, you're allergic.
I mean, iron doesn't kill me. It's
Unless you want
Wait,
to reveal your
DPayne
true
knows
identity.
well, the iron actually just causes me to revert to this form, to my base form, or what is the natural form.
Oh, look at that! Look, they just installed a new
There
door
we go.
right in front of us. That's amazing.
So is the captain responding at all? Is he like
He's got shallow.
moving at all?
He's more like, oh, French complaints that you don't understand. Mon ami. Perry. Eh. Baguette.
The captain speaking a weird language.
Food de fafa.
Croissant.
Croissant. It did under the discotheque? Oh. Oh, man. So,
So,
I
what
feel
about
like he
you?
needs a twin.
What's your story?
Yeah, why are you so quiet in this corner?
And so as you guys just gang up on him in the corner, he's like, oh my gosh. It's getting late here, so I can't really scream, but he's just like, and just starts screaming. He's like, stop it, he's got problems, that's why he's in the corner.
Oh.
I'm backing up.
Sorry.
What happened?
I don't know if it was his mother or his father or his brother, but that's what this bloodstain was. I can't tell. I don't know what he is, but pretty much, whoever he called family, well, one of the people here came in with their angry hog, and that's not a euphemism for anything. It is actually a giant pig, and it just gored his I think it was his mother, but she had a pretty big beard. I'm losing my old man voice. but yes, he ever since his family member has died, he has not been same. He just looks in the corner and screams. Also, is your other big metal mecha man able to move? I am not sure.
He's a little slow to wake up and get rolling. He should be.
Let's see if he's working a little bit here. I'm gonna tap on Mech's head. Buddy, you awake?
When I get Mage Hand, I'm going to turn my own crank. I'm up.
Oh, I did that when I was a teenager.
Oh, God.
Been a while, but now.
I knew these were going to happen.
I forget, Mech, what are you made out of anyway? Huh?
Cast iron.
Oh, fun.
Is that what you're allergic to, dwarf man?
It may have some weird effects on occasion.
Quick,
Don't worry, it's seasoned.
Oh,
Dwarf man kind of breaks out into hives, really nasty things. He gets a little seasick sometimes,
Oh, I totally understand that. I with my old age, I get the chives.
The chives.
Yes.
So, what you cooking with them chives?
Oh, don't bring it up. It's a terrible curse.
So how are we gonna get out of here? Because I'm not one for being trapped inside the room right now. I get kind of claustrophobic.
I'd prefer not to meet whoever put us here as well, but I suspect it's unless you can open that door somehow.
I'm gonna try the door. Let's see. Is the door locked and secured?
It looks like it is, but if you want to do some sort of strength check, you can.
I'll check it out.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
-1.
It is very secure. Like, it's just like it doesn't even rattle when you put like as we hear like your your arms just like kind of echoing down the hallway.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty locked.
you sure you did that right?
I don't know. I'm still trying to get used to these arms. So, you know,
Tell me about it.
Yeah. See, it's kind of weird how we're in these mech bodies. So, if you want to go ahead, Dwarf Boy, go ahead.
Is there anything that I can see, like, about the door on how it locks?
Yeah. So pretty much from what you can just tell, it is. it looks like there's no like kind of hole on your side, but it looks like maybe there is pretty much like a. I'm trying to think of how it would work. It's pretty much like a not like a board that goes over it, but it looks like there's a kind of like padlock that that is kind of a very heavy padlock that is kind of locking the door shut on the other end.
Is that something that could potentially be reached through? Is there like a window or something in the door that we can see it through?
Yeah, that's why you guys can
And
see
would
out
we
the
be able to reach
hallway.
it?
Yeah, you could
Is that something
potentially
that we
reach
can
it.
reach it?
Yeah.
But I'm guessing the door is made of iron. So that would make things interesting.
I think I said steel. I don't remember what I
You
said.
did say steel.
So.
Oh, okay. Well, that might not be as bad. I want to look through, kind of check over the captain, see if he has any small objects that might be usable as a lockpick on him.
Yeah, do a search.
How do I do that?
Um,
Perception? Intellect? I mean, we don't have any actual skills at this point.
yeah, just yeah, I guess
I
well,
have
you have
a-
perception. Do perception. You had perception. check.
I have background as a burglar, if that helps.
Yeah, so you would
as
know
a
what you're looking
prior
for. So give
profession.
yourself a boon die. So that means
I
you'll
don't
roll.
think I'm gonna need it, because that was a nat 20.
Okay, yeah. So you see that like he doesn't necessarily have like lockpicking skills on like a set of like thieves' tools or stuff like that, but he does like have like a collection of kind of like odds and ends of like that he would have on a ship, like kind of wire to like help tie things down, and like a few like kind of not like I guess it would be some sort of like either sewing needles that or for fabric or for medical stuff you're not 100% sure of, but it looks like he's got like a few like odds and ends that you feel like you could use to open up this door.
Oh, that's kind of handy. Captain, I'm just gonna borrow these for a minute and see if we can get out of here. I'm sure you won't mind, and I take enough things to kind of jury rig something together. And
Mhm.
Yeah, Captain, lay there if you want us to steal your pockets. He's fine.
So
hey, Clanky, just
Don't you need a little boost?
keep everybody away.
Oh.
I don't want anybody watching how I'm doing this stuff.
Okay.
and while you're talking
I'm
to
going
Clank,
Go.
hey, what you doing in there?
Oh, hello.
there.
Hello, fine citizen. What is he? A good goblin or an orc or what?
A goblin. Yeah, he's a goblin.
He's a goblin. What's the height?
He's not tall. Like he's like his eyes are like barely coming over the opening.
Hello, goblin. Just was wondering what we are possibly doing here and what we are supposed to be doing soon. You know.
You're gonna be working for us, but first we need to get that doggy boy.
What doggy boy?
Oh, you see him back there. He's saying, "Oh, mon ami, baby," and all that other stuff. We gotta take him, you know.
I don't understand. Take him where?
I didn't want to make this difficult. And like he goes and unlocks the door as the door swings open, kind of pushing you back a little bit as he steps away.
Can he push me back?
It's like the weight of the door kind of swings in. Like
I'm 425 pounds.
Okay, the one door stops on you as the other door kind of swings open, and he's just
Door
like,
stop.
okay, we're gonna have some problems here. And he's like, he kind of gives a whistle and kind of steps to the side as this giant hog comes in and forces his way in. He does push you. Like it's like a little bit of a struggle, but it's like with kind of a little bit of a charge and all that, he kind of moves, kind of takes up the space and pushes you guys back. And now his token is covering the stupid goblin. Give me the goblin. Oh my gosh, it's all breaking. Hold on.
So
I know what to do.
Shade, seeing as soon as the goblin appeared at the door, that's why Shade kind of backed around the corner here, and is taking on a form that looks very similar to him.
All right, one sec. I'm just making sure I can grab everybody.
Places, everyone, places.
All right.
So when he stepped in here, right, and the pig is still in the doorway.
Well, yeah, he's kind of like behind the pig a little bit. It's kind of hard for me to grab him when he's back there. So he's kind of like, I don't know. He's kind of like right there as like the pig is kind of pushing forward.
Okay, so I'm gonna move out of the way, obviously.
It's like, okay, don't worry, you guys will be able to come in and get your work's dues. And he's just like, you guys want to see something funny? As he goes and just like comes over, he's like, what? And the guy's like, what? And just faints. Just
as he does that, as he goes over and like goes funny, I'd like to bum rush him.
All right. Roll. Well, it looks like we're doing attack stuff now.
I don't know how this works.
Where's the dice rolling thing?
I don't know how this works.
Rolling dice. So
I got a natural 20 though.
well, okay, I'm pretty sure that hits.
The target number for an attack roll is the creature's defense score for weapon attacks, or an attribute score for other kind of attacks.
Hold on, gotta bring up the goblin stat block. There it is. Yeah, what do you know? You hit. You like crushed his leather, so yeah. Roll a 1d6 for damage. I don't know if there's like an unarmed thing. I think
I
it's
was
just
kind of like, I was going to push, like kind of shove him out of the way.
okay, so like kind
of
against
push
the
him
wall?
back to the corner. Yeah, kind of like against this corner here where the little screaming man is.
Okay, so he's like on top of the screen person now, and the pig comes in just like and like he kind of steps there and he's just like, and the guy's like, oh my goodness, and whoop.
I just want to continue with my momentum and kind of like just lay on top in a sense.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you said you're like 3,000 pounds, so he's like he's not having a good time. In fact, I'm going to do,
Dwarf boy, go.
let's see, I'm just gonna do a strength check to see if he can push you off. Oh my gosh. I rolled.
Oh my gosh.
Well then,
This is like the
that's
strongest.
a lot of 20s.
Yeah, so, but the thing is, I feel like I need to add a boon where it's just like he's being crushed and they're not strong characters. So let's just, I think this will just minus from the roll. So I don't know if, actually I think a crit would still crit no matter what if there's a boon. I don't know. I'll look into that. Anyway,
I don't know how that works.
I'm gonna just say, like, due to the weight and size difference, like, he is able to like tip you a little bit, but he's not able to get out from under you. And he's just like, Shade, Mech, what are you guys doing? As it looks like this hog is just sniffing Captain Pierre.
So, in the shade, in this goblin form now, is going to kind of try to get this hog's attention and redirect him back out of the room again.
Okay. We need some sort of roll for that. So.
It would kind of be the perception of the pig, but it depends on how intelligent the pig is, isn't it? Because he's kind of, I mean, if he's not paying attention, he wouldn't see the change.
How about an intellect roll?
That's
see.
That's also why it was around the corner before they came in.
Do an intellect roll to see if you can do the right sounds and calls 16. To distract it. Yeah. So the pig's just that's not pig noises. And just begins to be slowly follow you out a little bit. Put yourself on the map where you are. Are you there?
So it's well, I started here just kind of trying to get its attention and kind of direct it back out the door.
So it's...
And I'd kind of follow it back out the door as it goes.
Oh, it's not dead.
That was quick.
It's and you definitely have its attention.
Out the door. You did what you need to do. Back out here.
All right, and then as soon as it's out here, well, here, let me reveal this. Boom. Boom.
Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Boom.
There we go.
Yeah, and so the pig is just starts kind of juddering a little bit and just it's gonna charge down this way and just kind of move. I need an agility roll to see if you can get out of the way of its charge.
Right. I did not pass that agility roll. That was a 3.
Okay, I'm going to just do a 1d6. I'm going to see... Yeah, you're going to just take two points of damage as the pig just kind of charges away. Mac, what are you...
To help its attention longer?
Mac, what are you doing?
So, you're going to see Mech. He's going to turn and face the door. Sigh, and just walk towards the door.
Okay. Yep, you can do that, and then you are able to move your token,
there
right?
There we go. Yeah.
Okay. It was just you stayed still the whole time, and I'm pretty sure I gave him control.
Yep.
Hey, Clank. Knock that guy out. Let's go.
I mean, a little help would help be wonderful. I have my body on him, but some maneuvers around here would be grateful. Thank you.
What's really great is that
I look like the type that can do that sort of a thing. I'm a finesse person here.
Where did Big Metal Clunk go? Get him in here. Smash face, please.
It's cuddle time.
He's 350. I'm 425. That's enough to crush somebody, right?
All right, let's try a 9th level power word kill. All right, here we go. 1. Dang it. He gets frustrated and smashes.
So, yeah, so
smash.
So yeah, you go and this is how I'm gonna paint this picture. Is that he says smash, but yeah, actually take a boon die. So add a roll 1d6 and add that to it, because the goblin is being crushed right now. All right, yeah, you destroy through his defense. Yeah, between the two of almost a ton weight of metal, you guys just hear this sickening crunch of flesh I hope I delete the right character. I did.
Yay! Yay! Woodbot's still there. Woodbot.
And would it really be a DPayne Roll20 campaign if we didn't have a little bit of let's see, right?
Little blood gore. Jesus.
Well, the
meanwhile,
thing is,
while they're taking care of that guy, Shade's gonna call across the room like, "Hey guys, listen, you interested in getting out of here?"
No. I am not leaving
I mean,
until there's safety. Too
If you
many.
want to stay here, that's on you. We're leaving.
Okay.
Do you want me to lock the door behind us, or
It's up to you. It can go either way. I need some time to think.
Also, I have to say, Clank, you also noticed that it wasn't just that goblin that got squished.
Yeah, I figured.
So
I figured.
Yeah, as you kind of step away. Oh, hold on.
Oh, look. Aha. I have done a 2-for-1 special. Haha. Haha.
You can't see it, but
Gonna
Meg
be-
smiles.
this is? You guys are going to be an interesting pair to work with.
Here, if you can
Well-
move your character real quick, Clank. Has this is just left.
Haha.
Yeah, as this for some reason the skeleton is very much intact. But yeah,
If one of you don't mind grabbing the captain and bring him along, I think he probably hasn't. He probably has some use left in him.
Mm-hmm. Hey there, CZ, what's
Shade's
up?
gonna go back out here.
Wait,
All right.
before we leave, please give more cranks. Thank you. Oh, look, it's crank 30.
Come out here. Come outside the door first. I don't want to step in that. That blood looks kind of gnarly.
Come,
It's-
crank us both. We
It's
get
high
ready.
in iron.
It's seasoned.
Shade'll crank up the plank bot here,
Mhm.
and you need to figure out how to stay charged longer. Can't be doing this every 10 minutes.
No, he just likes to make sure.
And Mech, I will say that you kind of find some like leather strappings and stuff, so you can like kind of, and like some fabric that's laying around. You can like kind of baby Bjorn him like on your chest. He's small enough, so he's like in
You
the.
could use the clothes of the dearly departed.
Yeah, that's exactly. You get the clothes off of a little screaming child, and you can use it to like put it together. And
They're not
CC,
using
we
it
are
anymore.
playing a game called Shadow of the Demon Lord. It is a game that is supposed to be very brutal and stuff, but not in the way that we're doing. But yeah, so in short, this is session 1. Our
And
party.
we've already killed somebody.
Yeah, you killed 2 people.
Two.
Actually,
Actually, could someone etch 2 marks on my right butt cheek? That's my kill count.
there's like 80 on there already.
79 of these were accidental.
Once I get to 100, I get a free tasty cake.
Wait, do we? Wait. Shit, I need to kill more people. Come here.
But yeah, so pretty much they were on a boat to go down to a vacation island, and then a storm went and took them off course. They were attacked, and now they're in a prison somewhere. Yep, so yeah, they are in a prison dungeon, John. But you know,
escaping from prison somewhere.
yes, but I do have to say, looking at the time, we are almost out. But I have to say, y'all did enough chaos and murder to get up to level 1. So you guys can choose. We have a couple minutes left. If do you guys want to share what you were thinking about for job? If you guys,
Or
whatever it's
see if I can
called.
find it again.
So my character is going. So because of my background, I actually planned my character far ahead already. He's magician because of the body that, or the soul that he absorbed, was an apprentice to an apothecary teaching magician.
Alright. Escape.
So,
Go to Cuckoo's Nest.
so Shade
A
is
bit.
going down the priest path to maybe somewhat atone for some of his past doings, perhaps. But yeah, that's the path that he's heading down.
All right.
So Mech is similar to Crank. He's starting down the warrior path, but that's more out of that's all he knows what to do, because all he knows is how to be a warlock. He doesn't know how to smash really good or walk really, expertly yet. My plan with him is to as the adventure rolls forth, to actually figure out how to become some sort of a spellcaster, warrior thing.
I am the warrior. Yeah. Nah, it's
Very
interesting.
very angry warlock.
CC
Yearning for the days of yore.
CC in chat's like, a magician, a priest, and a warlock walk into. Did you mean to write bard or bar? But either way, it's very much like that.
If we walk into a bard, we're gonna sit on him and kill him.
Yeah, we gotta roll for damage for that.
Yep. And then, so, and I'm gonna say, like, maybe as you guys kind of step out there, you just see like an assortment of like discarded weapons and like kind of armor of like maybe past people in there. It's not like amazing tier or anything, but that way if your character gets equipment or something like that, you can have some like basic mundane equipment in there. But you know what though, I know that we probably didn't do everything. Oh, and let me just explain it real quick, because Cece said she wasn't, or for anyone that's also watching this later who's not familiar with Shadow of the Demon Lord, pretty much everyone starts off at level 0, and the way you guys level up is like party level. So the party now is at level 1, which that's what is supposed to be like your first kind of adventure stuff. And peek behind the curtain, I was already kind of planning, but to get you guys up to level 1 at the end of this, because it just makes it a little bit easier for planning for me. But you guys also wasn't expecting you guys to straight up roleplay murder a whole bunch of like 2 people, and I'm like, you know what would
happened?
Yeah, it, and like going through the boat and all that stuff. So
It's like a reward.
yeah. Murder, best reward.
Murder.
So yeah, anyway, pretty much once you get up to certain levels, because I think 10 is the highest level, you guys at level 1 you get a novice path. At level 4 you get a master path, I think it is, or expert.
Level 3 is the expert path, and then
Yeah, expert, and then
where's the
which
Here's a big question I want to ask, since we're on the expert stuff. So obviously we chose ancestry. We chose, I chose clockwork. So expert level 3, you choose expert path for your job or whatever. And then it says level 4 expert clockwork. Is that just like addition to you?
Yeah, so that would be your level 4 benefits from the ancestry.
Yeah,
from
so-
your clockwork.
Okay, so when you reach level 4, you get the ancestry, but when you reach level 3, you're picking an expert path. Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's a table I saw somewhere that talks about level.
This is cool, actually. This is incredibly interesting.
Yeah, it's let me see if I can find it. I think it's
Page 29 has the advancement table.
yeah, level
What?
I think
advancement.
that's the one you're
You
looking
and
for.
29 should get married.
Listen, that just happens to be the page we keep talking about.
Yeah, so at level 1 yeah, so at level 1 you choose your novice path, which you guys did, which is presented in chapter 3, blah blah, we just did that. In the downtime, you guys can add your bonuses and all that stuff to it. At level 2, you get the bonuses from the novice path. At level 3, that's when you choose your expert path, which is in chapter 4. At level 4, this is when you go back to whatever your ancestry is. We have 2 clockworks and a changeling, and you get a bonus. You get the benefit from whatever that is. At level 5, you gain benefits from the novice path. At level 6, you gain benefits of your expert path for this level. When do you choose your expert path? Oh wait, expert path. Yeah, sorry, I misread that. In level 3, you get that. And then at 7, you choose a master path, and then you get your final boost from your novice, your expert, and master class, and a path. And the neat thing, as we were saying at the beginning of the stream, is that Shade chose to be a priest, right? Yeah, priest.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to be a priest moving forward. Like once they go into the master paths, like I went too far. I meant
the expert path. The expert path has things like artificer and assassin and berserker and
yeah.
cleric.
This is really cool how you develop your character too. Like it puts a lot of decisions on you about how you want to develop, and I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of those things where I remember saying because a lot of people, especially in our Discord, that we have all the American stuff in there, where a lot of people were like stressing out is probably too strong of a word, but very concerned about what we were going to be doing moving forward with our games and everything, because with Roll20, not Roll20, that's what we're playing on, with the Wizards of the Coast stuff. And for people who didn't see what I wrote there and everything, I just wasn't very comfortable at the time with some of the decisions they were making, and I was like, you know what? There are a ton of other games out there that we can play that aren't getting attention and all that stuff. But then, and then like I know that Wizards of the Coast, they kind of did this whole turnaround and all this stuff, but it's just like, this is like the 5th time they tried doing something like this, and I'm like, there's got to be a line drawn eventually. And I'm like, you know what? There's just so many games out there that like we would never do like this cool stuff here. So it's and then it also, as we said, like as I'm creating my own game, it helps. Kind of like, this isn't what I was really thinking for my own game, but it's like it is giving me like kind of other inspirations. But yeah, but we're gonna call it there, and then I don't know what we're gonna play next, so we're all gonna have to talk in the Discord.
Yeah, do we have I guess, do we have a rough idea how frequently we want to have sessions? Do we want to aim for every other week, or?
I mean, I'm down as long as we keep it. As long as we keep it semi later, I'm good for whatever.
Twice a day. I will need the internet cash money to do more.
Yeah,
right.
right.
A second breakfast.
Breakfast.
We've had one session, yes.
I mean, are we good? Are we good for keeping it a little later like this, or no?
When I suggested this time, I was thinking we could keep it at this, because that was one of the things. Like when I said 9, I was kind of having you in mind with just like when we started at 7, it was really rough, like for you, because you're like, I'm either just getting out of work or I'm super stressed from work. So I was like, hopefully that gives you a little bit more of a window. I also didn't know what time zone X was in, so.
Control.
Yeah. So.
Listen, Clank.
Listen, stay
I'm
under
not gonna
me.
recharge you.
Stay
I'm not
under
gonna
me.
recharge you if you
Stay
don't
under me.
keep chasing me.
Stop it. I'm going to dip myself in blood with the iron. I want to sit on you. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm always down. Like, I'm always down with that. I'm open. I mean, I'd definitely like to have this way more frequently than we did Sky Pirates. I hated that we didn't get as far as we wanted to with Sky Pirates. Like,
yeah,
so keeping this like
we
keeping this.
we had a hard time
would be great.
scheduling.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
a smaller
I think-
group though, it should make it a little bit easier. So
Yeah.
But yeah, we can figure out specifics if we want to do bi-weekly or because doesn't bother me. Because because I think I remember reading that they made a book that allows characters to go up to 20th level. So I thought I remember reading that somewhere, or it was either in the works or is out. I have a few of the other books because I needed some of their monster guides for some of their things, but once we start getting into higher levels and everything, it's like we'll figure that out. But yeah, but no, we can talk about that in Discord and figure out what works. Like, another thing that we can do is like we can plan for every week, and then when one of us can't make it, we just don't play that week. So
That sounds good.
But I suspect, just knowing what other stuff that you and I have, Payne, that's going to come up Thursdays, that
yeah.
we probably want to plan every other week to leave room for that. Otherwise, we might make others unhappy.
I'm okay.
What's
with
going on
making
Thursdays? What's going on Thursdays?
Stolen Realm.
We have Stolen Realm with Civil, Wisdom Master, and EOG. That we're playing that on a almost as irregular basis as we did the Sky Pirates. But
Wait, you're playing Stolen
that tends to
Realm?
be at Thursdays.
You're playing Stolen Realm? I'm actually very jealous right now.
I think there's another open spot.
I was gonna say
but
we
that
have
starts,
one more slot.
But that starts at 7, and you would also be way under leveled.
Damn
Unless
it,
you happen to have about a level 20 character.
No, because I did it for the indie buffet, and I did it for an hour, so I'm probably level 3 or 4. I'm not huge right now.
Well, there is always the chance that we end up starting over at some point to get all the lore, because there's so much lore.
Hit me up, because I will play that. I was super upset that no one played it, and I didn't play it, but it was a really good game. So please let me know.
Yeah.
We've been
We'll
playing
let you
it
know.
for almost half a year now. Like, as soon as it was like released, we've been playing it. But I don't know. I'm also down of doing, if we want to start a new characters and do stuff like that. I'm down to do that.
I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, I'm most likely gonna be moving once I get my new schedule, everything going. I'm most likely going to be starting at 8 at nights. Kind of moving forward once I kind of get my recording schedule down, and get a little more normal. Because I don't want to be streaming until 1 a.m. and then getting up at 6 and killing myself. So I'm going to be doing like 8 to 11, 8 to 11:30, something like that. From now on, it's a little more normal, a little more relaxed. So that definitely fits easily. I know, normal, right? I mean, I wake up at 5:30 for work, so but yeah, that's definitely more in my ballpark now.
yeah. So, but we can talk about all that and figure out scheduling and all that. But yeah, we're at the end of my time because I also have to wake up at a time I never want to wake up to go, which is not at 5:30, but it's still I have to
It
wake
still
up.
sucks.
It's like when I lie down in my bed. I don't remember the rest of the song. I lie down, bury me.
Like, I gotta go bathroom anyway, so I will see you guys soon.
Yes. So thank you guys for playing. We're gonna end the stream. I'm gonna end my stream here. I don't know if any of these guys are staying on, but
No, I'm staying on for a little bit.
I'm also wrapping up.
how long is a little bit?
Probably, what time is it? 11? Probably
11.
about an hour and a half.
Okay. Well, yeah. You can send everyone over to Hal for some post Shadow of the Demon Lord shenanigans.
Murder.
Murder. More murder.
Mordor.
Definitely murder.
But
Mordor.
but thank you, Knight, X, and Hal for joining in my craziness, and I am looking forward to what you guys do. Already. It is cracking me up because I knew we were not going to hit the theme of this game because it's always like it's horror, it's scary, and it's just like this gothic horror.
Is it?
It's supposed to be. I knew we weren't going to do that. But it's like it's supposed to be this gothic horror and all this stuff, and I'm like, no, we have like everyone is this upbeat, happy murder hobo that's just like, oh, hey everybody. And I'm like,
I mean, Shade is not exactly aiming for murder, but it, is not opposed to
If
it.
it happens, it happens.
Oh yeah, no, that's very much my GM style. It's just like, you all can do whatever you want. I will work around it. But
I mean, you'll notice that Shade did not participate in the actual murder process.
yeah, because he's a coward. I mean, what? No, I'm just
Shade's first instinct is, I'm gonna turn into a goblin and try and see if I can talk my way out of this mess.
And then you got Clank, who's like, I'm gonna hug you. He's Clank. I think Clank's real backstory is that he's a rejected Five Nights at Freddy robot with the way he's going.
I hope so, man. That's a good one. Nah, I saw him change into the goblin. I knew exactly what we were going to do. I'm like, I have to make sure that the pig doesn't know who the real goblin is, and that the only way you can do that is, well, killing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my initial thought was to just pretend to be another goblin that had just got in there just before the other one, and try to work the goblin from that. And then you took them out. It's like, well, okay, I just need to get this pig out of the way, and we're fine.
I just figured the pig it'd be a 50-50 chance of the pig understanding who the real goblin is, and then if they understood the real goblin is, then we'll deal with the pig. So I'm like,
Yeah.
this is probably a good idea. Just take out the original target and leave the fake target in.
But yeah, before we get into more stuff, we'll definitely be getting and diving more into the mechanics of this, because there is a lot of neat stuff. We got into a little bit of it with the boons and banes, but as I understand them more, which I really do like, it's like,
Yeah.
but we're not here to fully evaluate the system. But yeah, we're gonna head out. Y'all have a good night and a better tomorrow. Thank you guys for playing. I think X already fell asleep or is dreaming about airplanes. So
Nope, I'm right here.
Dude, you can just shove some elbows in and feel free if you have anything to share.
You got it.
Alrighty.
Laters all.
Doodles.
Doodles.
Oodles and noodles.